Howdy, Solid Mind here, and welcome to day 3 of me going live. So feel free to comment down below if you're watching this live. I also upload my lives on YouTube, so you can watch them after the fact. But if you want access to them right now, you need to comment down below. Then we can have a little chat. Um, Today I've been thinking a little bit about tablets. Now, I am a tablet user. I have a tablet right here. This is my tablet. And where are we? I even got a few little kickstands from Amazon for my little tablet. So when I'm on a desk, I can just put it down and these were like £6 for that chip. So I have a Samsung Galaxy A7, I think it's called, with a rugged case. But I have always had a fun history with tablets. Um, I previously bought an iPad. I couldn't use it. You know what's crazy, right? I bought an iPod. Is it Air 2 or something? Like the old school iPads, right? You can't get applications on them anymore. Well, you can get certain apps from the App Store, but what keeps happening is, right, the programmers or the people that make those applications, they always update them. So Apple apps are made for Apple devices. So when they update an app and they make it so that it can only run on a minimum level that they have set, if your old device does not meet that minimum threshold or that minimum level, you can't get that app anymore. So a good example is YouTube. If you want to watch YouTube now on an iPad or an iPhone, if you have an older iPad, an older iPhone 4, 4, 5, 6, 7s, they can't run YouTube on their devices. So if you're just watching this right now live, I'm talking about tablets and why I think Android tablets are better than iOS tablets. So on older versions of iOS tablets, you can't YouTube. You can't get certain applications. The reason for that is that manufacturers or the programmers that make the apps for the Apple Store, on Apple Store, the App Store on the iPhones, they make it so that they always change the minimum requirements. So your phone or your iPhone might no longer qualify to get given access to that application. So I used to have an iPhone 6S with YouTube on it. And then one day I was like, ooh, let me open it. I clicked on the app and it said it's no longer supported. Download the new version. Go on the Apple Store. I can't get it. My iPhone 6S can't get YouTube. I can only access YouTube through the web browser. Whereas on the version of, well, on Android, so I have here Samsung Galaxy A7 tablet. I use this all the time. Oh, I got a comment saying hi, another one saying I understand. Thank you for understanding. So Apple tablets that are older won't let you get the latest apps, whereas Android tablets, even if they're old, will allow you to get pretty much most applications. The minimum requirement on an Android phone and an Android tablet for you to get an app is far lower than the requirement on an iPhone or an iPad. This is why I believe that Android tablets are the more superior tablets compared to iOS tablets. I use an Android tablet daily. This has become my second most used device. The reason for that is in the past, yes, I was an Apple user, but I find that I can get every single application that is available on my phone, on my tablet. I can call people on here. I know that, you can do the same on an iPad. I can put a SIM card in here. So I can basically use this as a massive, massive phone. This is basically a massive phone. So that basically tells you a lot about why I believe that Android tablets are far superior than their iOS counterpart. The other element is what you get for what you pay for. When you get an iPad, yes, it's beautiful. Yes, you can use it for design. Yes, you can get a pen and use it for artwork. Yes, you can use it like a mini computer because it's kind of like macOS. But the truth is, you can do 10 times as much on an Android tablet than you can on an iPad. Because this basically gives you Android. Android is, I don't know, maybe I'm a hater. If I'm a hater, say in the comments. But I think Android is superior to iOS because of how you can optimize it. I can make this basically into a laptop. This is, in my opinion, not equivalent, but close to equivalent to a very low powered laptop because I can get almost any application on this device that I can get on my phone. And the thing is, right, let's look at the wider picture, right? Why do people buy iPads? Comment down below. I want to hear your comments. I can see people are saying hi. So a few people are saying hi. So hi back to you. Why are people buying iPads? Not Android tablets, specifically iPads. Come on, comment down below. You guys are here. The reason is because A, they are an Apple user. Oh, maybe because. Okay, keep commenting. One reason might be because they already have Apple devices, so they're gonna buy an iPad, right? Another reason is to give to their kids, right? Whenever you talk to a kid and you talk about what they watch, they will always say, I use my iPad. iPads are not very useful because iPads are awkward because an iPad is pretty much a big iPhone, but a very bad MacBook. So if you want an iPad, it's around the same price as buying a cheap MacBook or buying a cheap iPhone. You can get an iPhone for the same price as an iPad or get a cheap MacBook for the same price as an iPad. It's weaker than a MacBook, but also it doesn't do as much as an iPhone. An iPad is the most awkward device that Apple makes. And if you own an iPad, you will know that what do you use an iPad for really? Right? It's nothing special. It's a thing that you use as and when you want to use it. On the other hand, an Android tablet is far more superior because this can replace a laptop if you are serious about it. This can replace a laptop. I have a few comments. Like to play and use them, and also like to discover something. Sometimes the word you just don't know. Yeah, you know what? I guess you're right. Thank you for commenting. Really appreciate it. So you like to play and use the tablets and discover something new with them. So I guess tablets can have that element of it. But I still think that the Android tablets are far superior because For the price, you are basically getting the same or if better experience as an iPad because you can do more with an Android device. You have access to more applications with an Android tablet. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. But now I want to talk to you a little bit about tablets in general. I believe that most people don't need a tablet. Samsung, OnePlus, Honor, Huawei, Oppo, Xiaomi, Realme, Vivo, they all have their own versions on Apple of a tablet. See, tablets are awkward and tablets are not something that most people will actually ever need. You don't need a tablet, and I think you really shouldn't buy a tablet. In most cases, if you're going to buy a tablet, buy an Android tablet because you can do far more than you can with an Apple iPad. The reason why I'm saying that tablets are not really needed or useful is because there is no purpose of a tablet. I will tell you why I got a tablet. I got a tablet for one reason. In my car right now, I use my tablet, this thing, for GPS. This is a glorified tablet for GPS, and that's it. I also use it to play background music when driving, so it's basically like my heads-up display. So most people don't need a tablet. Besides watching videos when you're in your own space, it's okay. What is a tablet for? I want you guys to comment down below, what is the purpose of a tablet? It took me 5 years to buy this tablet because I was thinking I want a tablet, but I couldn't think of one reason to buy one. I couldn't. I'm like, okay, I want to watch content. I have a smart TV. Okay, I want to be able, when I'm on the go, to watch videos on a bigger display. And I'm like, my phone is big enough. Okay, well, I want when I'm driving to have a bigger sat nav. And I'm like, oh, I can get a TomTom. Then I realized, okay, fine. If I buy this, I can basically get the best version for GPS. Because, by the way, had you guys realized that every car GPS sucks? Like, it doesn't matter how much you pay for a car, right? The GPS or the infotainment system in a car is just terrible. So for me, I got this to basically make my old car, you can see this car is not new, it's my old car, into a more newer version, a more exciting version. So I got my tablet to use in my car. So for me personally, this tablet is only for my car. Now I need you to help me and tell me, what other reasons would anybody buy a tablet for besides giving it to their kids to use or using it like in the car for like GPS? I actually don't know the reason. I use this mainly for GPS. Sometimes I use it to watch, my shows, but most people don't need tablets. And that's a fact. That's a fact. So what should you do then? If you are a person that wants a tablet, should you buy one? My advice is yes, buy a tablet, but buy the cheapest version. That is the highest quality version, right? So when getting a tablet, make sure you are getting one with the best display. The display is everything. If you're buying a tablet and the display kind of sucks, then what are you doing? Make sure you're also getting a tablet that has really good RAM. So anything that is 6 gigs of RAM or higher is a really good tablet. Also, make sure the tablet you have does have access to get the latest updates. So on this tablet, I have like Android 14, which isn't too bad. So if you're buying like from Alibaba or from AliExpress or from Temu, then I don't know what version you're gonna have. But when you buy a tablet, make sure that A, the screen is good, B, you have a very big battery so you can take it with you. Make sure also that it has the latest or maybe a version of Android that is not too old, because a lot of apps that have been released now are compatible with tablets. So developers are now making apps to run on tablets. So if you now have an older version, the version of the app that you might download might not give you the ability to get the full experience of a tablet. So my advice is, if you're buying a tablet, make sure. Oops, someone is saying, sorry, I was doing something. That's all right. Thanks for saying hi. I have Kobe is back again. Hi, Kobe. Welcome back. Saying hi again. Wow. I have Uwashq Ring. I can't say that name. Saying hi. It's UWAISAL. Hi, welcome to the chat. Really appreciate it. I have a few guys saying hi. Subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. This is Solid Mind, and your job is to... I think I lost you for a moment there. So, tablets. What should you do? Buy a tablet only if you are going to use it. Right now, I have 3 tablets. Oh, someone is saying hi. I can't pronounce that name. It's like a Russian name. Well, hi. Welcome to my channel. So if you're gonna buy a tablet, make sure it has a good battery. It has a good quality 2K display as a bare minimum. It also has at least 500 nits of brightness, because at this size, you need it to be very bright. Make sure that it also has 8 gigs of RAM or higher. That's very important, because when you are using a screen this big, you need to make sure that when you're running multiple applications, that the phone doesn't really die. Again, guys, subscribe to my channel, please. I'm going to be going live every day. This is day 3. So please subscribe. And when you've done, comment down below saying I've subscribed. And my commitment to you is, this month, I'm going to be going live daily around this time. So you can catch me tomorrow. Ask me any questions. So make sure when you buy a tablet, you are buying something that you're going to actually use. That's your job. Buy a tablet and make sure you are going to actually use it. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to end this live here. So if you have any questions, now is your chance. So feel free to ask me any questions. I'm going to give a few shout outs as I'm waiting. I have Ahan Muhammad F8N. Thank you for commenting. You've asked a lot of questions today, so shout out to you. Who else? I got, Kobe and Carlton M9N. Thank you for your comment. Really appreciate it. And I think I'll leave it here, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and let's get this channel to at least 2,000 subscribers as a bare minimum for this year. But I got somebody commenting. I have Jacob say no one likes you. You know what, Jacob? Thank you for your comment. I'm gonna say this, right? I have been doing YouTube since 2015, and a lot of the people I know have tried to make a channel on YouTube, right? And the people that I grew up with who have now stopped doing YouTube, it's because they got hate. They got people kind of saying, I don't like you, you're terrible, your content sucks, blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you about me and why this channel is still here and why we have over 1,000 people following us, right? It's because I don't mind comments like that. If people are commenting and saying, I don't like you, you're terrible, you're this and that, that's fine, because it means that now that person is watching my channel. You are paying me technically, because every time you watch, because I'm monetized, I get a few pence, right? So you commenting is actually you supporting my channel. So thank you, Jacob, for supporting my channel, and thank you for every single one that has been watching today. So if you want to leave a hate comment, don't. But if you do, you are actually telling YouTube that you want my channel to be promoted. So by you commenting hate, you are actually promoting my channel. So it's a win-win for me. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and see you tomorrow for day 4. Peace.